Hey everybody, life's journey here. So as you can tell, maybe not, but I just got back from doing the Montana BDR. This is going to be a relatively short video because there's going to be obviously a bigger one coming out. I would tell you that we had, let's just call it what it was. We just faced a lot of unfortunate things. It was kind of just a overall shit show. Montana's beautiful, first and foremost, for anybody that's going to go do the BDR. Now, we did it from north to south. There were 6 of us. Ended up just being me at the end for the most part. And I wouldn't even say that because we just kind of disbanded from there. One of our guys, John, who we pray for speedy recovery, broke his clavicle. I think he's got 3 vertebrae, and that was 40 miles into the trail. His bag clipped, spear kind of sticking out. You guys all, if you've done any of these BDR, especially out west, a lot of trees down and stuff like that, kind of lost it and then launched over a couple other trees, and could have been a lot worse than what it was. So that was about 2.5, 3 hours of rescue. That took out our friend Steve, because Steve went back with him to the hospital and tried to make sure that his bike was stored and all that good stuff. We get, and to be honest, and then I'm just giving you guys kind of a brief overlaps. From there, we continued on, the 4 of us continued from 6 to 4. We got to, I think it was Sealy Lake, and, our buddy Greg on his 1290 KTM was having some issues the day before starting his bike. And then that day after Sealy Lake, he just couldn't get it started right there at the end of 4, beginning of 5. And bevy of reasons. Montana was dusty as all get out. It's probably the worst dust I've ever seen on a BDR. Colorado, Idaho, Wyoming didn't even hold a candle to what the dust factor was on Montana. So his 1290, they got it back to Missoula. He had to get it towed to Missoula. Shout out to the Polaris owner. I forget his name. I'll probably get it at some stage. But if you're in Sealy there, I know they do the Polaris stuff, but super great people. And the owner was fantastic. Took Greg and towed him and took him into Missoula to the KTM dealer, where he might have some dust intake into the engine, which could be obviously pretty catastrophic. So we lost Greg, which means now we had to cut off section 4, short section. We didn't do section 4. We slabbed it over to start section 3 because we're running short on time. We lost about a half a day or so with the accident early on. Greg's probably took us about another half day. So we lost a full day of just riding between those two things. So we get to section 3. Section 3 to me started the fun. And like I said, I'll have a longer video on kind of what the rest of the BDR was like. Section 3 started the fun for us. The 3 of us, loved that coming out of the gates there on 3. And then we stopped for a nice lunch, and I'll have all that stuff. But then going against probably better judgment, we already had all these things going on, right? And again, I'll get into it in a bigger detail, but I wanted to get this out. I'm leading, so I did the alt section on 3. And so we do it, and it's pretty rough. If you've done the alternate section on 3, you know what we're talking about. And it's pretty rough, especially with the big bikes. So we slogged it through there, all that stuff. Again, I'll have a video on it. And then my buddy's Dan's bike, realistically, if you're doing the alt section, if you're coming from the south to the north, that first part of it is pretty nice. I mean, it takes you up to some lookouts, and it's really nice. It's about midway through of the alt section on 3, which is a long alternate section for any BDR. That's where it really starts getting a little dicey. So we had kind of already done the dicey stuff coming in. We had one last climb, and Dan's bike, for whatever reason, went into limp mode. and probably in one of the worst spots you possibly could get your bike hung up. So Dan stayed there. Ken, our other buddy, stayed with him. I was already to the next, I'd already ridden up to the top of the hill, and it was decided that, you know, let me just go on, and I went to Butte to go see if I can get some help. So just from where he was at, I had over an hour just on the alt section on 3 to finish it by myself. It was probably 8 o'clock at night, 7:30, 8:30 at night or whatever. So I get to Butte, get to the fire department, all that stuff, try to figure out we're in a different county where they're at versus the pin that I dropped. And it was just, we had like I said, it was a shit show. Just nothing went right on this BDR, and things happen. It's just like when I was my first BDR was Wyoming, and I had a borrowed bike that the clutch pin failed on the Africa Twin, and you know, that kind of ruined it was my first day there. Luckily enough, I didn't have an accident, but still, you know, when you start having bikes and stuff, and you're leaving bikes and bodies all over the place, it's stressful on everybody. And so anyway, just be safe out there on the BDRs. Just know that, at least for us, that it was super smoky first 2 sections, 8 and 7, and then you ran into logging trucks on 6, which made it pretty much sometimes almost like whiteout conditions, like a blizzard, and you couldn't see anything. And you just have to, you know, manage yourself and manage your time. And then the alt section on 3 was, like you said, it was pretty rough. If you're an expert rider, great, you'll have fun. If you're an intermediate rider on a big bike, and I'm talking over, you know, I'm not talking midweight stuff. Even on the midweights, I would say if you're an intermediate on even the midweights, the Tenerés, the 890s, the Touaregs and stuff like that, you're still going to have some challenges getting your bike there. If you're on a bigger bike, if you're an intermediate rider, it's going to give everything that you got. And then if you're a beginner, do not do the alt sections. If you're a beginner, even on, you might be able to get away with it on what I call a dual sport, a 690, a 701, and then 500s and down. Probably you might be able to do it, but you do a midweight or anything above that as a beginner, I would tell you you're going to be in a world of hurt, and that's just my opinion. So, so take it for what it's worth. But yeah, so very rough. I had to ride home by myself, unfortunately, which, I mean, it is what it is, part of it, but it was a long slog, and I just wanted to get out this quick video on kind of our disastrous Montana BDR, and hopefully I'll get back at some stage to be able to finish at least sections 1, 2, and 4, and which was a little bit of a bummer, but it is what it is. But I thought I would share this with you just in case you're planning on doing a Montana BDR, just some of the challenges you can face and just some of the adversity that we had to get through. So just know that doing these BDRs, anything that can go wrong, could go wrong, will go wrong. You know, this was a pretty rough one for all of us. So anyways, just a little tidbit about the Montana BDR, more to come, and we'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye-bye. Now I need to get out of these clothes. Later. Bye.